Alright, so the patch 10.3 is about to drop, and I wanted to get up nice and early and play some games for you guys, put together a deck guide, and have this uploaded just in time so you know what to play when the season starts. Now, I've been doing some experimenting, and I have basically two versions of the same deck. The other version has only one Ancient Foglet and it has the Spear Tip Asleep. This version has two Ancient Foglets and it doesn't have the Spear Tip Asleep. I'm thinking with the amount of synergy and the amount of frost that we could put with this deck, maybe two Foglets could be the way. This is me kind of thinking this after I played the games, and Spear Tip is just good for a point slam and to help maintain dominance. However, I'm going to put both links in the description so you guys can see which one you prefer. I think they're both just great the way they are. Now, we'll go through the deck a little bit. Auburn King got a little bit of a rework with the Auburn Conqueror. So in round 3, it's going to be basically creating and playing a bronze Wild Hunt unit from our starting deck instead of one that's just random, so we know exactly what we're pulling into. If we pull this into the Riders, we can play it like a 20-point turn, which is absolutely ridiculous. But if we've already taken the Thin, we can still do like really good turns, right? And because we're going to be having Frost all over the place the entire round, and we can keep this going pretty easily because there's so many other things they want to target now, we're going to get really good synergy and engine value from this card. So it's something to look out for here. Again, Spear Tip, more of just a point slam to get dominance, and it really helps out with that. Helps set up cards like Eridan and our Bronze End here, right? So Eridan would be the next card here. This got a base power buff by 1. So deploy Spawn Frost on enemy row for 2 turns, dominance increased, damage dealt by Frost by 1. So 3 points per turn per row of Frost damage. It's just absolutely crazy, right? So we want to have this out there. We want to have this living and just doing well. There was consideration to put in Qcento. I talked about it yesterday during my patch notes. I didn't, because I'm anticipating some greedy stuff going around for the start of the season. But if I was to put Qcento in the deck, I'd probably take out Imlerith's Wrath and maybe just do like a little bit of a rework somewhere in here to accommodate the Qcento, because it does have multiple targets, right? Eridan would be one, Nithral would be another. There's quite a few things you could do. Foglets would be something you can do as well, right? So something you could play. I don't think you need to play it, but it's there, right? It's a Wild Hunt card, so there is that added synergy, which is kind of cool. Naglfar is going to be helping with our consistency. We are Devotion here, so it does make sense to have something to look for our gold cards. We look at 2 random gold cards from deck, play one, place the other on top of the deck. So you could see, you know, you play this in late round 2 potentially, and then you get the ability to kind of figure out what you're getting for round 3, or you just have a couple gold cards you missed in round 3, and you just go and look for one that way. So you can use this however which way you want to use it. Again, Wrath, I just anticipated something greedy. I like to have one tall punish. We have a lot of like good engine control and just a lot of like nice little removal plays, but we don't have anything that's going to just slam out a tall unit or to maintain or get back dominance when we've lost it. I think that the Wrath is going to be very good in a mirror match, so that's something to look out for too. If they have like an Eridan out or an Auburn out, we want to take care of theirs. We want to have a card like this, right? We have Ardgeth, it's an echo card. We can play it twice during the game. Spawn Frost on both rows on the enemy side for 3 turns. So again, really feeding the cards that benefit from having Frost for many turns, right? We've got a few of them here. So we don't feel like we're wasting Frost anymore with this play. Now, Nithral and a couple bronzes might even be enough to take round 1. This card here basically damage unit by 1 with the order, dominance damage by 2 instead with a cooldown of 1. So every single turn we're doing 2 damage. That combined with ice or frost, right? We're able to manipulate their side of the board and maybe focus on different engines that we want to take out. You know what I mean? They have something for 4 points. We could just hit it once, put frost once, and then we've got that engine removed, and then we can keep answering whatever they play after the fact. So it gets kind of crazy, really just good tempo play for 8 provisions, and if it gets answered, it's not the end of the world. We have other strategies within the deck, so I think it's worth having here, especially on blue coin. We boost it up, it's nice. You could even go Crystal Skull if you want, but I've had no problem so far with TA. Now, Winter Queen's really cool. They got a rework. I think it's going to be very strong. I think it's actually, yeah, it's really strong. So at the end of your turn, if there's frost on both rows, summon a unit from your deck, or summon this unit from your deck to the range row. Devotion, use both once both players have passed. Boost out by 2 for each turn of frost remaining on the opponent's side. So this is counting both rows. So basically, we get this card out there, we overkill on the frost, we pass on them, and we get like 20 points, right? Pretty wild with this card, and it doesn't make us feel as bad, which is why I actually put both Red Riders and the Ardgeth. It just makes sense at this point, you know? And Gales helps us get a Wild Hunt card from deck. We've got 2 here, 1, 1, 1, so no shortage of things that we want to grab with the Gales. I think it works out quite well. The Aparian Phantom's a nice proactive engine. If we don't have our Nithral, this is something we can play on blue coin. It's something we can also play on red coin quite well because it's hard to remove with the armor on it on the first turn. So the Order's damage unit by 3, which is going to help us complete a kill, but we kind of want to leave it for a while and let it engine out. At the end of your turn, if Order's not used, boost out by 1, right? So we can get this quite tall, then use the damage when we need to use the damage. Talked about the Ancient Foglets briefly. They have Veil, so you can't lock them. Boosts out by the total duration of row effects on the opposite side. Whenever you apply a row effect, boosts out by the duration. So we can use this as a point slam once we've got row effects established, or we can just use it as an engine before we get them established. I kind of like to put something out, play this so it's not sitting at 4. Maybe when it's at 5 or 6, start using it as an engine. That's fine, right? This is really cool. Got a bit of a rework. So spawn Frost on an enemy row for 2 turns, then replay a Bronze Wild Hunt unit. I often replay things that have been damaged, you know? Or if we want to get more frost off something like this, or we want to get more damage from a bruiser, like, these are really good options there, you know what I mean? So being able to replay them is quite nice, especially if we don't want to put frost on both rows for the round, because we don't want to waste the Winter Queen, because now the Winter Queen, it's one of those things where you don't even have to play it round 1. It was always like a race to get it out, but now it just feels like maybe something you want to hold on to because it's very strong, right? So a couple different ways to go about it there. Bruisers are just really good. Obviously, once they see that we're frost, they're going to want a row stack, so it makes sense for us to go and have bruisers in the deck so we can split up the rows. And when we move a unit to a row that has frost, it damages that unit by 2, so you can imagine it gets pretty wild pretty quick. We've got the Riders, Dominant, summon all copies from deck to the row, so we can do that when we create and play one with the Auber and Conqueror round 3, or we can just take it early on for something proactive. It really depends on the situation, the round length, and all that sort of stuff. So you'll see me do it a couple different ways, right? Nagelfar's Crew, one of my favorite Wild Hunt cards, maybe my favorite. It's really cool. So deploy Spawn Frost on for 2 turns on an enemy row. At the end of your turn, if there's frost on the opposite row, boost out by 1. So it's doing damage, it's engineing, it has armor. It doesn't look like it's very scary, but then it becomes very scary. If we get these out early, then all these other cards we play are only going to help it continue to boost. You don't feel bad about playing it in round 1. You don't feel bad about having it in round 3. So you can see why I like the card so much. The Conqueror is really good here. Veil, good point slam, deploy. We don't have to worry about destroy self because we're devotion, right? So this plays for 8 points if we play it on a row that's opposite of frost. If we play it after we play the Auberon, they play 9 points for 4 provisions, so it's quite nasty. They can't put bleeding, they can't lock them, they can't poison them. It's just good point slams. It helps us maintain dominance in another way. And out of the 2, I've played with both of them. I like the Warrior more than the Navigator, but I think that they're both really needed in this deck. So deploy damage an enemy by 2 dominance, also spawn frost for 1 turn. So this is like synergizing with like this and tons of stuff, right? And we're getting the damage, which is nice for chipping things down. Using this with Nithral, it's quite a nice play as well. And of course we have the Navigators being the last card here. So deploy boost an ally unit by the duration of frost on the opposite row. Damage boost an ally unit by the total duration of frost, or dominance rather, on the opponent's side of the battlefield. So what I like using this for is boosting things like the Navigators, or the Nagelfar's Crew rather. So really good, because when these are at like 2 or 3 power and the opponent's trying to take them down, we can boost them up real quick and make sure we've got them like that. We can also reapply dominance. Let's say we lose it, we want to buff up the Conqueror just to make sure that we still have it so that the Aridin works better. There's ways to go about it like that. So this is pretty much the deck, guys. I have a few games for you guys here today, and because the season hasn't started, these games are in unranked, just to show you how the deck plays, not to flaunt my own skills. So I just want to make that very clear, right? We'll go from rank 3 to pro as soon as possible. It's not really a crazy priority. We'll get to it sooner than later. But today I have a doctor's appointment at 10, and it's 6 right now. So I'm going to do that, come home, catch up on some rest, and then work on the next deck guide. So I just wanted you guys to have this as soon as possible. And if you enjoy the content you see, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're pushing for 6K subs, and I know we're going to make it happen shortly. And I really appreciate your support over the last little while. So a couple things here. I'll just show you this one real quick, you see. Just a little change. I'll put both the decks for you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow with another one. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Let's get into it. Alright, we got the first game up for the day. Just getting comfortable here. Of course it's gonna be Frost against Elves, right? Probably put back one of these. Actually, we'll have a look here. You know, I have to see, there's been so much reconstruct. Seeing this in hand's kind of nice. Maybe there's too much Frost. We'll do something like that. So we're going first. We'll just go for the big points here.
Do you hear? They approach.
Should be easy enough. I value these quite a bit, so I think that's something we actually want to boost. They play scenario, that's fine, I guess.
Till then, don't budge.
So if I use this, this dies, yeah? However, it's kind of one of those things where we don't care that much. Let's have a look here. I think of what we're supposed to do is this. Because Red Riders lets us replay, so I don't feel as bad. I just don't want to use leader charges yet. You know what I mean? We'll just chuck down, yeah, that's great and everything. Just put that down there now. So it doesn't thrive anymore, guys. We gotta be careful. Now we just gotta start stacking. Okay, they obviously respect that. The Waylay takes it here. Yeah. Maybe it's time to get out of the rounds. Gotta be careful. Because they play that, get Waylay. I don't think we can afford to. Be nice if we could tutor something like that. Probably just take the thin, because if we're going to lose on even, I kind of want to have some good pulls into the next round. So this would be a pass. Spawn. I don't think we need to replay anything. And I think we use that here. That's interesting.
Why aren't you listening? Listen to me sing, damn it!
They take Simla shortly, I'm thinking. I think we just still put this down for points. I don't think they're going to do it this round. I think they want to win the round without taking the Simlas and then try and do it to 2-0. Here's what we can do, though. We'll take an extra thin. I think we use the other. It's going to be on that row. And then we'll replay this one. There, just to get that engine out of the way. That's where we have to call it, guys. If they have Isengrim, it's just a lot of points. Verno as well. Simlas as well. But I'm thinking that we're going to have to see one of those plays. There it is. As far as commitments, I think they made a few more. So damage by 2, dominance, spawn frost. I mean, that's great and everything. Maybe something like that's nice. We do need that throw card. I don't think they'll pass, but it's a possibility, right? Just in case, though, we'll put that back for now. This gets waylaid pretty hard. This doesn't. I mean, we do have 2 of them. It's fine. So, a couple things we need here. 1 would be nice. 2 would be nice. 3 would be okay. Foglet might be actually pretty good. So we're missing too many good cards. Let's keep Foglet. Let's try and take this out first. Then we'll try and... Man. I think this just dies, though. Yeah. I think I'm a little bit happier with that. We'll play this first. I know it's not being protected and all, but we just want to get this engine started. We'll do this so we can get the Oberyn going, like, properly. Just take that out. We want to get some engine off this quite, you know, quite a lot. it's probably going to be... This would have been cool if we had more of a board state. I think it's honestly just something like this for now. Keeping dominance seems kind of important. There you go. We'll put this down shortly, or this. Either of them. Don't think we really care for the Purify. Let's just put that here, and then maybe it's something like that, because they don't really have units out, you know? And I think like 2 of these might be a little bit bait. One of them's pretty good. And so surely it's the spear tip and then that, yeah. Actually, we could put this down after 3 turns. So we could put this, then this. We gotta get rid of this. So there's damage to it. Yeah, there's really no way to take it out in this turn. They'll take the Simlas here shortly. They've got Renew as well. So they're like fully invested into this strategy. Here. This can go. This has to go. And then we just obviously want to start doing this too. Right? And it's probably Wrath. It's probably Wrath that we try and go for. Oh my gosh, this is gonna suck.
Feign not ignorant. Remember to whom you speak. Aaron has shown us the way. For the daisy of the valley! Time for you to die.
Okay, it could be worse. They just forfeit. Alright. Alright, so I just played a game against Siege, and we had them forfeit, and I didn't hit record. So, it's part of the proof. Like, it's a win, right? We're 2-0 so far, but I really wish I had the game. It was well played. There's just more margin for error at this time of the day when I'm just waking up and sort of getting with the program, you know? We got lots of frost here. This is kind of nice too. Maybe try one of each. I don't really want to have Auburn in hand round 1. Yeah, it's a bit better. I'm going to double check. Yeah, okay, we're recording. And yeah, guys, I'm playing in casual because the season hasn't started yet, you know? Once the season drops, I'm not playing any deck guides in casual, don't worry. Just FYI. Do we ever just, you know, deal with this? Yeah? Just like that. I wish. They're just gonna push it. It's fine. Maybe they miss it. scared to hover over it. I don't want them to see it. Actually, it doesn't matter. Just summon from the to the range row. Doesn't have to be unranged. Yeah. We're doing all right. So I want to take care of this. But I also want to have stuff on the row. I think we just try and overwhelm, really. Or just do that, boost that. That's actually a perfect snipe. Then these two engines are out of the way real quick. They've already used the 2 leaders, which is kind of nice here too. They pass, okay. 17 points. We did boost it up with the, man, that is just crazy. Nonsense. We're going for the 2-0, guys. Put one back. I think we try and really finesse it with this. Alright. It's gonna be this first. And we can start getting foglets online. Well, the foglet. I don't like 2. I think I was talking about it for a bit in the game that I accidentally did not record. However, I don't like 2 because the provision slot is just kind of like a bad spot. So what we'll do is we'll do that. And then we'll just play that. You know? Maybe we put it on melee instead, just in case they have a bowman. Something to think about. Can't lock Veil, but you can lock that. We don't have a Purify. And we can't get one. That's fine. Dominance also spawn Frost. Yeah. Check this out. Busted. Good trades. Why do I have a feeling like... I mean, there's the probability that they have Serpent Trap or something like that, right? Here, boost. Nah, we don't need to boost. What we could do is take that, though. Fingers crossed. That's gotta hurt. Whatever. We're still fighting. Sure. Yeah. That's actually a pretty chunky boost. We just gotta focus on getting these, like, Wild Hunt cards down, basically. We don't have to use the Oberyn in case we're not doing so well, but we gotta at least try to, you know, cycle out some of this stuff, get some pretty big trades. Maybe we do use Naglfar, but it's hard to say. I should be mindful of the fact that they might have a crushing trap, right? Like a second one? It's probably not, but... Could be a second serpent. Yeah, I'm starting to think that if I just pass now, we're like doing very well. But we'll greed it for a little bit more.
We shall conquer this world as we conquered countless others.
That's not even a big deal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that second trap there's a serpent trap that they made off the Hattori. They're probably waiting for me to spend some frost card or something like that. You know what'd be kind of cool is if if you had a premium card and they locked it, that it like went like non-premium. I don't know. I think that would actually be kind of a cool visual thing, because then it like clearly indicates to you that, okay, this card's done. Like, I'm just looking at it right now. I don't think I have this premium anyways, but... Alright, we're just gonna pass on that. That's a pretty cool pull, right? When they flip those, they get the points from the two. Yeah, okay. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. We get the 2-card advantage. And we have leader. Yeah. They probably won't finish the game, but... Hand is good. I don't know how I feel about the Ardgeth though. Probably just put that back. And I think we're actually just fine. Maybe it's just one of those that goes back for now. I forgot scenario was a thing, but I don't think it matters. We'll try and get as much points as we can here. Right, we'll put this down, start engineering that early. And then, it's probably the Thin, right? Like, look at this. We could do... We should do... We'll split it up a little bit. Yeah. Then we just push something back to ranged. That, you know. Actually, we should really take... That's fine. We should really take the... yeah, we'll take this here. Perfect. It's gonna be this, this, this. Actually, we're not gonna play. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so we got a mirror match. This should be dreadful, right? I think we put one of these... Well, we put that back for now. It's too expensive. This doesn't last, I don't think. And, put that back for now. Okay, fine. Here. Let's try and deny dominance as long as we can here. That's kind of annoying, right? Let's see what we got. Not a lot of stuff I want to play here. Maybe it's just Foglet down. See if they respond to it. Okay, we can just challenge that. Here.
Are you cold, human insect? It won't be long.
I think that's fine. We take the single row here because they're stacking. And then we can replay that.
We've caught another tusk.
Just get more on the Foglet. And then I think we use that. So we have engine superiority. Quick pass. That's not bad. We didn't really spend a lot, right? So let's start pulling into some better stuff. Put that back for now. Frost is kind of intriguing. Boost is like kind of a liability. It's not very good. I think we just play a card, right?
Fitting gift for our king.
We played the same things, except I put down one more card. Interesting. I don't think we're supposed to bleed, guys. I think we're supposed to play the long round. I hope they take both rows, but they'll probably just take the one row.
We shall conquer this world as we have conquered countless others.
Yeah?
King Oberon, fear the near.
We gotta be super careful. So they're two Foglet gang, right? That's fine. We'll pass here. And then we'll just say at least they got that out of the way. We're just using one. And one of the reasons why, like, I think it's a really good play. However, I'm actually pretty concerned about consistency otherwise. And it doesn't really help when we have these things going on. They just play one of these early. I think we're actually in a little bit of a advantage right now. Put that back. Boost's cool, but damage is cooler, right? We need some more good cards. Like, we're at a disadvantage, I think, if we don't pull them. Okay, so... Good. We have something for it. Larva. Damage 2, dominance, yeah? I think we just engine. And then we play it.
I have lived long and seen all, and I am bored.
We gotta get rid of this stuff, you know?
Naivety is a fool's blessing.
That's fine. We'll try and just play a melee for a bit. Ah. It's probably one of those things we just try and match. We've got the bruisers too, which is really good. We'll probably play one soon. Harridan's kind of a problem though. Can we deal? Can we deal? No, we gotta get rid of it first. Only then can we really get something out here. What are the odds that we pull into ours? You know, I think we actually go... Here. They have dominance for now. What's worse, the Eridan or the Oberyn? I want to say it's the Oberyn. Yeah. All right. Well, what are they gonna do? It doesn't matter though. So we'll push that back. And then we'll put this on line 2 in the front row. Just try and get the most value possible from this, right? And if I roll... Okay, we're probably getting something we want here. We do have to roll next, and then we'll take one of these. Yeah, that's the plan. Let's go. There we go. Goliath's kind of bad. Here, I think we put this here to save some things. So damage, dominance, frost. That's what we're gonna do. You know, I think this one's out of reach, though. Place for 6. Yeah, it's close, but it's not close enough.
Nothing like a suit. Their hair, so silky.
Alright, we got Frost against Vampires, guys. We'll put that back. Put that back. Okay. It's probably just that.
Souls will propel this longshot.
We could make it more awkward. No, we'll let them give us bleeding. I don't think it matters, because it's like boosting itself every turn anyways, it'll stay around. This is kind of busted here. We'll play this and just get more frost. Preferably want to get this out soon, though. Here comes the... yeah, that's fine. I think it's actually going to be... yeah, I think we're going to take a charge here. And we'll just make sure that we take care of it, you know?
Are you cold, human
There we go, just really crank it down.
My ice will pierce both your hearts and minds.
I don't think that's a huge deal, because we could just go that. I'm anticipating like a really crazy month, guys, for this game. You think dwarves will be good because of this? Boost ally unit by the... yeah. Dominance we don't have. But it's opposite row, so I mean... is there any way we can keep this thing going, though? It'll still boost. We could take crew. Just like, yeah. Maybe we do this. This is disgusting.
We caught another taskmaster.
Just because I have a feeling that they're not going to play on the row after the fact, but... we're going to get such a good pass here. It's almost worth taking the hero pass, right? You see what I mean? Like, wow. So we got another elves matchup here. And it'll probably just be Winter Queen goes back, right? That's kind of cool to see round one. This can go back, and then... I'm not against just waiting for the thin, but I'd really like the Oberon swing that we've had. It's probably just that, right?
Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn.
This is cheating, honestly. Look. I'm almost convinced that this will be the strongest deck in the game. We just take that. Do we take a Foglet for this round? Yeah, we could do that. That's fine.
Your quits will not save you, Dwarf.
It's probably going to be this, and then just take this anyways. Even though it's technically losing points, we're gaining them back in this way. So, hit that one. Kind of wild. We didn't even have to use like Frost on both rows, which is kind of nice. They just played down pretty humble. I think we might have to go for it a little bit here, guys. I don't know. Boost, you can get rid of. I like this card. I really like this card nowadays. But maybe we dump it for now. You want to see what they do? We could see what they do. Maybe we just play this. It's like our little escape token, you know? Things get ugly, we just do that. Then we can just kind of decide if we want to... Okay. You know what I mean? Not bad. Okay, I honestly have a feeling that this is the play, guys. Like, it's just too many points. We'll put this out soon, though. Here, we'll take it. I know it doesn't get that added little bonus, but it's fine. At least we get rid of that token. We're getting another engine started. I don't know if they're going to be running rebukes. But Bowman... Okay, they're looking for something. Yeah? That's fine. We just take care of that. Here.
Are you cold, human insect? It won't be long now.
Might have to make this card premium now. It's crazy. One base power just doing a lot. We go Frost both rows. Or we replay. No, we go Frost both rows.
Truth is a shard of ice.
Take that out. And do I? No. We'll chill. I was thinking about trying to stack it up nicely for the Winter Queen, right? But we can wait. You know what we could do though? Such a good card. We have to go here. We'll go for this. I think that's probably Verno. Okay.
We shall drive the ape men into the sea.
We're still in it. Yeah? Yeah, we're still in it. Because we're getting the 3 per turn. May we save Oberyn here?
Feign not ignorant. Remember to whom you
That's kind of cool. Three, 6. Yeah, we pass on that. We got 2 leader charges and a hero card left. Honestly, it's 20 points when we play this with the... Yeah, it's wild. We don't need that. Here's what we'll do. We'll put that back. I'm confident in our abilities with what we have. They played scenario, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Here. It's almost like I feel guilty playing this right now. Here. Damage 2, frost. Yeah, I suppose. Here, we'll actually move. We'll move one of them up. Probably play it here though. Just in case they have a trap. It's probably still just this here, right? Then we just hit the biggest thing they play. I don't know what it would be. They played a lot of specials. Great Oak. Okay. Yeah, so it's not really a whole lot.